So last night I posted up a video with the super cheap, under $16 SJ5000 video action cam off of eBay. The thing does work. I said I was going to post up a little bit of footage and see how it worked. Well, mixed results. Here we go. A little while ago, I went outside. It's totally bright and sunny. Beautiful day. Went out to a local pond just so I can compare the footage here on this SJ5000 to the base model GoPro Hero that I have here. When I put the two together, I kind of held them together, the timing might be slightly off in this clip here, but you'll see where I have them marked for the SJ5000 in the housing and with the GoPro. Keep in mind with these, either way, both of them run off of a micro SD card. Preferably, if you can, if you get one of these, get a class 10 or higher. It's a whole lot faster. I did a little bit more research on it. Some of the guys have been chiming in, and I was kind of suspicious when I bought it. But again, it was less than 16 bucks. It was 15 and some change. I've seen some on there on eBay for $12, $13. A couple of guys have picked them up. Those, you look at the fine print on there, it might say 1080p on the listing, but they're actually 720. This one is actually 1080p, the one that I got for 16 bucks. But now that I've tested the footage a little bit, it's actually recording in an AVI video clip. It says it's an MOV clip. It's actually filming in an AVI. So there's a lot of knockoffs out there with these SJ cams, and this, I believe, is one of them. But again, it's only $15 and some change, or you can get them even less sometimes. But it does record in 1080p, but it's a really compressed format. So you'll see on the video, it's kind of washed out. So it is 1080p. In the kind of shady areas that aren't really dark, the footage actually does look pretty good, pretty crisp. You'll see some of the still shots, for instance. The still shots from the video. Now, I'm not talking about using this in the megapixel camera. I'm talking about actually pulling a still shot off the video. Some of them look pretty good when you're actually close up. So close up on this little knockoff SJ5000. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff because of that price anyway, because the name brand SJ Cam SJ5000s are actually pretty cool cameras. They actually work really well. But like I said, this one I'm pretty sure is a knockoff. It doesn't have a logo on it either. A couple other ways you can tell. But it's pretty close. But it, like I said, records in a pretty crummy format. But for a really cheap camera, if you want a replacement for a GoPro or something like that, you might have dropped overboard, don't have much money, or just want to get started or experiment, or have a camera like an action cam for your child, this thing's really cool. But the footage, for the most part, in bright sunlight is really washed out. So you'll see it compared to the GoPro footage. And again, this is the cheapest GoPro out there too. So it's a standard GoPro Hero, but it's a newer version of it. So some of the still shots, especially the closer up ones in kind of medium light areas, they're pretty comparable. But in the wide, bright, wide open areas, they're not, especially with the sky. The coloration of the sky is a little bit squirrely on this SJ cam, especially compared to the GoPro. But you're looking at something, a 10th or a 20th, basically, of the price of the GoPro. So you're looking, this, like I said, it's kind of a toy. It's really cheap, really basic. You might want it for your underwater camera or for secondary shots. But it works, especially if you're really, really, really on a budget. I recommend it. But if you really want high-level production quality, it's going to go up next to your GoPro. Make sure it's one of the name brand SJ cams. I'm pretty sure this one's not one of them, though. But some of it, halfway decent. All depends on the lighting is what I'm kind of picking up on it. In the shady areas, I did a little bit of footage out back where all my kayaks are. Didn't look that bad at all. But it's that bright light kind of washes it out. And again, a lot of it's because of the format that it was recording in that AVI. But pick one up if you're on a budget. It does actually work. Pretty cool looking too, though. But just make sure you also got to get a micro SD card for it. But you got to do it with the GoPros anyway. So anyway, compare to the GoPro, there's no comparison. But the price, there's no comparison too. So you want a little tiny backup camera or something for extra angles, or if you're a kid, it's a winner. Thanks for watching Fishyaker. As we always ask you, please subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel. Be sure to click, like us on Facebook, and we'll catch you on the water.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.